Everybody, welcome back to Majestic Mayhem. I'm Death Dealer.
And I'm Pink Pickles.
Waiting for it to start. Okay, I guess it's not. Well, that's interesting. Oh, I knew it was going
I was over here arranging my windows,
to
and
do
I
it.
almost forgot what I was supposed to say, even though my name. But
It's okay. We understand. I understand anyway. I'm trying to do something like that. I can't seem to find it, but oh well, it's fine. There we go. So, how was your Christmas?
it was good. We stayed home, ate food, watched movies.
Nice.
Exactly what I want to do. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to see anyone.
Understandable.
It was amazing. We watched we watched the new Naked Gun movie, the one with I just blanked on his name. The guy who's in all the action movies.
Oh,
His wife
Liam
passed away. So
Nelson.
he
Liam Nelson, right?
Liam Neeson. Yes,
Nelson, Neeson, same difference.
we watched that one, and
Mm.
Pamela Anderson. It was okay. It wasn't good. Wasn't bad. It was okay. We watched the Minecraft movie, which I really enjoyed. I'm not even a Minecraft player, but I thought it was a really great movie. I get that one a 10 out of 10. That was a lot of fun. We watched a lot of body cam YouTube videos. We watched one that was just absolutely hilarious. Um, I'll get into it later because if other people are going to come in, they have to hear it because it's that funny. It was like the most ridiculous thing ever. I watched some crime documentary earlier today about this guy who his wife was killed in a hit and run.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to get custody of their kid because custody got temporarily taken away. It turns out he wasn't the father of the kid. This made the news. The people she went to high school with were like, that's not her husband, that's her dad. What are you talking about? Turns out that this dude has a history of kidnapping and abusing people, children. So it wasn't his kid. It was his wife. He eventually married her to like get suspicion because he killed somebody. Oh, it turns out he met some lady. This lady had three kids and she had PTSD, and he kidnapped her three kids. He dropped two of them off at the orphanage, and he took the one kid with him. So then he lived life as if he was her dad, and he was abusing her this whole time. And her mother died, which I'm thinking he probably just killed her. Um, she got pregnant. I don't know. They never said if. I don't think it was by him. So I don't know who. They ended up moving away. He had her go work. So then he married her because they were looking for a man and his daughter, not husband and wife.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, wait. He didn't. He didn't marry her at that point. They moved away. So she becomes a stripper, and he is buying her condoms, saying, "Yeah, I'll offer your services to guys to get extra money." He's taking videos of her topless and stuff. He ends up killing another stripper. That's when they leave town again. That's when he marries her because they were looking for a father and daughter, not a husband and wife. She dies, so they can't prove that he killed her, but they think that he did. They were able to eventually arrest him on like all the kidnapping charges. They did get him on the fact that he murdered the kid, but it turned out that this was like years and years of aliases and beating people up, abusing people, murdering people that they didn't know. Like you thought this was a simple hit and run case, and it turned into this whole big thing. And I was like, wow, I did not see this one coming.
That's just wild. This
Yeah.
guy, wow. Damn.
Yeah, so I watched that. And then a couple weekends ago, because I'm going on a cruise in a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, like any sane person, I told you a few months ago, I watched the Poop Cruise documentary.
Yeah.
So, a couple weeks ago, I watched Amy Bradley is Missing, or like Where is Amy Bradley? I forget what it's called. It's about this girl in the 90s who went on a cruise and went missing. That was crazy because you would think that she just like went overboard or something. That's like the
Mhm.
obvious thing.
Yeah.
No, because after the fact, like months afterwards, people popped up and were like, "Oh, well, we saw her. She, the cab driver saw her. Or this person saw her." And then, like years later, there were still sightings of her.
Hmm.
Eventually, her family got emailed photos from an adult escort website with a lady who kind of looked like her. The FBI totally thinks the photos are of this lady, so she may be, human trafficking.
Hmm.
And I'm like, this is crazy, but it still doesn't answer why she got off the ship in the first place because her whole family was sleeping. She got off the ship for some reason. And I forget if it was a taxi or somebody claimed that she was going to go buy drugs.
Hmm.
But her brother was like, she drank beer and smoked Marlboros. She didn't do drugs. So who knows why she got off the ship in the first place? So, I mean, it's a sad story, but I was like, this is just craziness. Like the whole thing, it's just like I said, you would think it's a straightforward, she fell over, got drunk, something happened. Nope. So it's still a mystery that they don't have answers to. But he did learn that if you work for the FBI, you might be assigned to like a Caribbean field office. Wouldn't that be a horrible assignment?
Hmm.
And the one lady, she was like, "Yeah, it's not really busy." And I'm like, "Oh my god, that's even better that you're down in the Caribbean and it's not busy." So like I don't know what you do all day if you're not investigating things, but I'm like, "Man, that sounds like a plush job." But she was a new agent, so maybe it's really not that good of an assignment. I don't know, because it seems to me like that would be the assignment everybody would want.
It depends on what you're looking for from work, though. I mean, if you're looking to do stuff and have a somewhat regular, regularly active life, no, that's probably like the worst.
I mean, I like my job, passionate about what I do,
Hmm.
but shit, if I could get paid to not do a lot, I would take that in a heartbeat. Oh my god. I would love to not do much.
I would love to get paid to do nothing. At least be stress
Yeah, it's
free.
like
I
my
would love to
dream.
get paid to not deal with people. How about that? I want to get paid to not deal with people.
Yeah.
That sounds like the dream for me. I want to get paid to not deal with anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
long shot. Maybe I should go into undertaking. Dead people are a lot easier to deal with. Just saying.
But I'm thinking too, wouldn't that be like great at the end of your career to have that kind of job? Like your career is winding down. Who wants to work that hard at the very end of their career? Like, don't you want to just coast?
Yeah.
I don't know, but that was a fascinating documentary. I watched the Diddy documentary. Did you watch that one at all?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course I did. Please. Of
Um,
course I did. That was.
the male that they hired, I believe everything that guy said. I believe every word out of his mouth. And you know what I thought was fascinating? So they had the clip after after Biggie was killed,
Mhm.
and at the VMAs they did a performance. He comes out to this performance, and I didn't realize that Diddy was a backup dancer at some like that's how he started his career as a backup dancer. I didn't realize that. So they had clips of him at like 18 years old doing his backup dances.
Mhm.
Dude, that's the exact dance he did when he came out, and it's like, okay, your supposed best friend in the entire world got murdered, and here you are just backup dancing out of the tunnel like this is just the performance of a lifetime. Like, wow, that's kind of weird and inappropriate. Like, you're not upset at all. You're just like, hell yeah, let the money flow in.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh man, I have been waiting for most of that stuff that was in that documentary. It was like, I feel like we all kind of knew some of that
Hmm.
stuff. I mean, realistically, they say that diss tracks now, like Kendrick Lamar's diss track for Drake, that it's just like that. It's just savage, and I'm like, it is, but hear me out. The '90s were way worse with their comeback diss tracks and whatnot, and the beef war, and I feel like quite a few rappers touched on Puff Daddy and some of his nonsense back then. And he
Yes.
didn't quite, I'll be honest, I never quite grasped some of what all they were saying in some of those songs. Like, there's like the one Tupac song, I think it's, I can't think of what the name of it is right now offhand. But there's a line in that song, and I know that song word for word. Never really understood the line itself, and now all these years later, I'm like, well,
It
I'll be
is.
damned.
Now when you go back and you're listening, you're like, wait, people were saying this stuff that you either didn't get the reference or you just thought like, oh, he's making fun of somebody, not realizing, oh no, that's something that he's actually putting out there in the open. Then I think it's fascinating. I've watched some interviews and like they didn't have Justin Bieber in the documentary at all, which surprised me. Although I'm glad they didn't because he obviously struggles with fame, and my opinion is that things happen to him, and like I feel like if he would have been in this documentary it probably would have like it would have messed him up, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But if you watch some like old interviews back with Diddy and Justin Bieber and it's
Oh, they're
like,
weird. They're
oh
super
shit,
uncomfortable.
like yeah, and it's like at the time you thought it was weird but not like as weird as now that you all of the stuff got uncovered. It's like, oh, that's fucked up. I like, wow, all this was happening. And just even you see clips of him on shows and they're like, there's this one, I forget what it is, but they're like in a hotel room and Diddy makes some sort of comment. And then you could tell the other person's like, no, 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 no. And I was like, oh yeah, because you know what he just alluded to and you know
Oh
what's
yeah, no,
happening. And
like I said, you look at things now,
yes.
and it's like, well, these things make sense now. Why, like, they didn't collaborate again, or why they didn't
Hmm.
tour after releasing. You know what I mean? Like, why the music video was shot with them separately. Almost like, hmm, you know,
And I
wow.
thought it was messed up when they talked about his mom, and she really is the catalyst for all of this because she screwed him up as a kid.
Uh,
And I think even as an adult, she was screwing him up as an adult. But I think, it kind of, and not that excuses what he did at all, but I think that it does shed some light on what was going on what he experienced.
oh yeah, no, I mean, you sometimes it's nurture versus nature,
Mhm.
and in this case, I don't know. Could have either gone either way. It's probably a little bit of both nurture and nature in Puff
Yeah.
Daddy's case. Because although my only my only beef with the documentary, and the only problem I have with it, is that 50 did not name it. Did he do it? He said he was gonna do
Um,
it in what was it, like over a year ago? He said in an interview he was gonna make a documentary called "Did He Do It?"
which would have been hilarious. That would
And
have been a
I
great name.
really thought he was gonna do it because he is
Uh,
like the best troll. Like, I love that man.
I,
He's amazing. He's hilarious. He's petty. I am here for it. I don't even
oh
care why
yeah.
he has beef half the time. It's just funnier than all hell.
So I love how many like photos, evidence photos of baby oil they showed, and that that was just 50 being like, no, 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 we got to hammer this point home. You got to put it in, and that they asked the male, the escort that they hired, they asked, they asked him specifically to talk about the baby oil, and I'm like, okay, that just to me is hilarious. Like they were really pushing that point home.
No,
Um,
when the oh god, who the hell was it? The tech for one of his songs was talking about, or the writer for one of his songs was talking about what he wrote, and then what did he actually said when the recording. And
yes,
that you can't now that 50 was editing that. It was just like, I wish I could make it rewind. Like, he should have had it rewind and
yes.
replay because I could have watched that
Hammer that
clip
point home. Yes,
50 times alone. That
yes.
was just amazing. He's making, oh,
And I
dude
just
is still pissed. All these years later, he is still mad about that song. It's been like 20
yes.
years and he's still pissed about it.
And I just can't believe that all there was a lot of footage in this documentary that Diddy had camera people following him. So it's like a week before he got arrested, and he's got camera people documenting what he's doing.
Mhm.
He didn't pay them. That's how 50 got the footage. He came in and paid them and got the footage. And I'm like, it's always the rich people who don't pay their bills. Like anyone else would have paid it. Like, one, you're dumb for even having people film you. Like, what is wrong with you? And
Mhm.
especially you're on the phone with your lawyer and this is being filmed. Like, you're just stupid. But then why would you not have paid them? There's no way that it was that much money. Like, just pay the money. You're worth a tremendous amount. Just pay
I'm
pay it.
surprised they didn't want the money up front, considering he was going through a legal battle. Because, like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I would. I don't care who you are, especially if you're going through a legal. I'm gonna need the money now
Yeah.
before I do anything. I'm gonna need the whole payment now. Because if you go to prison, which he did during the middle of us filming, which he did, how you paying, homie? How are you really gonna tell me you trust your accountants to pay your bills? You mean like oh, what the hell's his name? I think it was Wesley Snipes that was the one.
He's the one he got arrested for tax evasion because he was in a different country for a lot of years before they finally arrested him.
But didn't he say, wasn't his excuse that he paid his accountants to his accountants were supposed to pay? Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was oh hell, now I can't think of his name. There was a game. It's an actor. It'll come to me later. Watch, out of nowhere, in the middle of nowhere. There was another actor who almost. I don't think he actually got arrested though. I think he just had to go to court for it, and he actually proved that his accountant like ripped him off.
Okay, so the you know how the Mega Millions was just like 1.8 billion or whatever the number was dumb.
Yeah.
I always daydream about like winning oodles and oodles of money. And I was like, okay, if I win that much money, I need to hire a money guy. But I was like, I need to hire like I want like Charlie Sheen's money guy because how did that guy not go broke? He still is incredibly rich. Like I don't want like Nicolas Cage's money guy because that guy just let him spend money until he went broke, right?
I think it
I
was
need
Nicolas Cage
I need
that
the money
happened
guy
to.
who's gonna like make sure that I stay rich. I can still go buy things and have fun, but my money's still there.
I think it was Nicolas Cage that, yeah, his accountant wasn't paying his bills and he was just ripping him off. I'm pretty sure it was
He like
him.
bought an
Look it up.
island. He bought a castle. Like just stupid shit.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. A lot of people that get into money buy a lot of dumb shit. And I'm gonna be realistic. If I come into a stupid amount of money, I'm probably going to spend. Well, yeah, first thing I'm going to buy is probably going to be the most ridiculous thing I can.
Okay, I'm gonna buy
I'm
stupid
not
shit
going to
too, but
keep
I'm not
that
buying an
energy.
island.
Yeah, I'm not going to keep that energy the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I might actually buy an island. That's not the worst investment
That's why though
in some
you need a
cases.
good money guy though to make sure that you can afford the island and the upkeep. That's what I'm saying. You need like how was Charlie with the amount of, and I didn't watch that documentary yet, the Charlie Sheen one, but he kind of went off the rails and he was How much money do you think that guy spent on drugs? And he's still rich. He has massive child support payments. Like I said, he's buying insane amount of drugs, whatever the heck he was doing. He's got a good money guy that
You
he
got to
still had a
remember,
lot of money to go spend and do things and make bad decisions, quite honestly.
but you got to remember though, famous people don't pay for a lot of things too. They're
Yeah,
oftentimes paid to show up, and they're paid to stay in the hotels and pay. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's not really the biggest of fair comparisons. Now, I'd say somebody like Paris Hilton's dad. That guy,
Rick Hilton.
you never hear anything about him, like at all. You don't see him
No.
ever, I don't think. So, I mean, Hugh Hefner would be a bad example because he died broke. Not a great example, but he had money for a long time, so it's kind of a half and half.
I don't know. I'd like to find out. One of these days, I'm going to win $1 billion in the lottery, and I'll find out. I'll take one for the team, and I'll let you guys know what you got to do.
Listen, Steve, I would absolutely own a T Rex head at any point in time. That's like a huge, like, how is that not a tax write off? Just put it in a museum for display. Pretty sure that's a tax write off.
You just got to make yourself a museum.
Some rich people are dumb. Honestly, there's tax write offs for a lot of,
Yeah.
a lot, a lot of stupid things.
So how was your Christmas?
Okay, okay, I survived it. I survived. No, I'm good. Hung out with the family, then hung out with more family. That was it. Drama free. That was nice. Nobody tried to
Always a
kill
plus.
anybody. So you can't really ask for more than that.
Yeah.
Everybody got along. So yeah.
Do you have any good plans for New Year's Eve?
Nope. And I plan on keeping it that way. I
Yeah.
do not want to do anything for New Year's. I didn't want to do anything for Christmas, and I really tried not to, but I got suckered into it anyway. I tried not to do anything for Thanksgiving and got suckered into it anyway. I'm not doing nothing for New Year's. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not doing it. They can miss me. I will be sorry for them. I will miss myself too. But I'm not leaving my house.
Neither are we. We're gonna buy our snacks the day before. We're gonna be home. We have our little routine that we do, what we watch and everything. And yeah, we're just gonna be hanging out. It is yeah. Don't need to be involved in that nonsense or spend that kind of money. I'd rather spend that money on food, quite honestly. I'd rather eat something delicious.
Yeah, pretty much. I might order takeout. That sounds like a good idea, actually, now that I think about it. So, thanks for that idea. Takeout sounds like a really good idea for New Year's, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. Oh, I see Mike Tyson. Yeah, Mike Tyson owned a tiger. Mike Tyson owned it. I think he ended up donating them to the zoo. But speaking of Mike Tyson, can we talk about what the hell is his name? Logan Paul, Paul Logan. What is it? Logan
Yeah,
Paul.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. He got his face broken in half by that boxer. That is just
Yes.
the funniest thing I've
There's
ever
there's
heard.
a photo of when he's in the corner of the ring
Hmm.
and just you could see the panic on his face because he knows that punch is coming and he's fucked. And it's just an amazing photo because he's a piece of shit and I'm glad he got knocked out.
Oh, dude, I think my favorite is there's a clip of the interview before the fight, and the boxer like literally says he's like, "I'm coming to take your soul." Like, look into my eyes and just know
Yeah.
I'm going to take your soul. Hope he wasn't lying. He I
Well,
mm,
that's the thing. That Mike
it was
Tyson
like a
fight, I don't think Mike Tyson really was fighting to win. And
no.
even if he was, like, that's not really a fair fight with as old and out of practice that he is. Like, come on now. But now you just think because you beat Mike Tyson that you're just the shit, and it's like, no, you're really not. So I'm totally glad that his face got broken.
Yeah, Anthony Joshua. That's his name. He's British. Yeah, I love that man. I've never seen him before, but I really have respect for that man.
Yes.
I like boxing though. I've always liked boxing. I enjoy what most people consider bad fights though. I enjoy the fights that don't last long because somebody gets knocked the fuck out. Those are my favorite. Like I remember watching, I think it was a kickboxing match, and the guy took two steps out of the corner and got knocked out. Like it was first bell just rang and everything. He walks out two steps, boom, out cold. Fight over. People were so mad, and I was like, "What are you talking about? That was hilarious. That was worth it." I mean, yeah, sure, we don't get another 45 minutes of them beating the hell out of each other, but same end result.
Yeah.
Are we really that mad about it? I mean, and it's again funny.
I was saying, now you're
Hello,
gonna just laugh at the guy.
yeah. I
Like how
find
dumb
it.
you are.
I always find it entertaining. But
Well, Stevie Mack said Mike Tyson publicly admitted that he was paid to hold back and not knock him out. See, and I don't think Tyson gives a shit because he knows he's a legend and he got a fat payday, so he's probably like, okay, that's fine, I'll do it. I don't care.
yeah, I mean, I knew that the second that Tyson said that he was gonna fight him, I was like, yeah, that's not a real fight. There's
Yeah.
no way he could actually hit him with any actual effort put behind it. He'd kill him. Even in his old age, he'd still beat the hell out of him without even trying. Would I have done it anyway? Probably not. But I mean, hey, money is money to a certain extent, and God only knows what he got paid. So apparently, he's gone
Millions, I'm
on Twitter
sure.
now and stated that the fight was staged or scripted or something. I mean, I don't know. I I don't know. I think it's funny though, because regardless of what, dude's get a broken jaw now. It's great, beautiful.
No, I hate both those brothers. They're just a waste of human space. I hate them both.
Meth heads with money. That's what they look
Yeah.
like. Every time I see them, they look like meth heads with money. That is all I think is, damn, they're just junkies waiting to happen.
Yeah.
uh,
So winter finally arrived here. The other day, we got like 7, 8 inches of snow. It's
no.
So I have to say, I bought a new pair of boots,
Yeah.
and I wore them last time when we got like a couple inches of snow. Boots are amazing. They look like giant moon boots. They're hot pink.
Mm-hmm.
They're awesome. So then I got a new shovel. I got this thing called a sleigh shovel. It's the biggest shovel I've seen in my life because you just push it and the snow collects in the shovel and then you just like dump it. So you're not like lifting it up.
Uh-huh.
It was a lifesaver this snowstorm,
Mm-hmm.
but it still took me an insane amount of time just because there was so much snow. Because like at the end of the driveway, it was like above my knees. The piles up from the plow, just
Mm-hmm.
insane. But I also bought heated gloves, and I bought a nice pair. And of course, they didn't fit, so I'm exchanging them for a different pair. So I don't know how long the whole thing's going to take. So I just got like a cheap pair of heated gloves,
Mm-hmm.
and I had them on, and I was like, "Oh, my fingertips are so cold. I don't think these things are working." So I swapped out to different gloves, and the time it took me to clean 2 cars off, I had to go get the heated gloves back. I got in my car and I almost cried. My fingers, like I could not feel my fingers. They hurt so much when like the heat comes back to them. And I was like, oh shit, I guess these heated gloves really do work. So, anyone who lives in a cold winter climate, I highly recommend heated gloves. I should have done this years ago. Oh my god. Yes, like get them. You will not regret it.
Oh, good. Do they even sell shovels in Florida? We have shovels, just not snow shovels. I have no idea
Shovels
what
to
kind
bury
of
body
shovels she's
shovels.
talking about. Like, I have not seen a snow shovel personally. It's like in the flesh. I haven't looked at a snow shovel, much less like
Well,
touched one. Um, well over 20 years.
on
I'm
the
good.
rare occasion that Florida does get snow,
It's not
doesn't it
anywhere near me.
but doesn't it also melt like in a couple hours?
Oh
Right?
yeah, no,
One,
it's
it's
not
never
worth.
substantial. Even if there is
Yeah,
snow, it may cover the ground. It's nothing substantial.
yeah,
They're not
no.
getting a foot of snow. And it warms up enough that it'll melt in the day.
Yeah, it doesn't. It pretty much. It's yeah. If it snows in Florida, where it if it snows on the border of Florida and
Yeah.
Georgia and things. Um, no, it doesn't last more than like an hour. It doesn't. And about the only thing they do is they tell people to please don't go out driving. Like, just stay off the roads for the day. Like, mm, maybe you shouldn't. Otherwise, no, the world doesn't come to a halt or anything. We don't have any plow machines or snow shovels or anything like that. Hell, I made the joke years ago. I had to buy a snow jacket. I don't remember why I needed one, but I needed a snow jacket. I had to order one online and like type in that I was looking for from a different area because
They don't even sell them by you, do they?
they don't sell them anywhere near me. Not even close. Like even stores that are up north, like you would think, oh, if you go on Dillard's, like Dillard's is an up north store. It's an all over the US store, right? So go on Dillard's and just look for a snow jacket from Dillard's. Yeah, because the IP's reading that I'm in Florida. It's like, no, we don't have any jackets for you.
You don't
We
need
don't.
any.
We don't have what you're looking. We don't have that here. Here's a windbreaker. That's what you need. That's what you meant, right? Like a windbreaker, right? You wanted a heavy sweater. So yeah, it was fun. We don't. Yeah, no. Although we'd be covered if we needed to salt the roads because we have a ton of salt anyway, thanks to the ocean and margaritas. So
Margaritas.
the main staple for hurricane survival kits.
Alcohol.
Absolutely, man. That has been the number one thing since as soon as you turn 21 in Florida, that is on the must do, must buy list. Alcohol. Doesn't matter what kind. Nobody questions it.
Okay, so Stevie Mac and MILF Man wanted the link to the gloves. So the gloves I got were just a cheap pair from Sam's Club. They were $30.
Mhm,
The nice pair I got is from Gerbing, and they're a motorcycle company. So those were they were expensive. I splurged on those ones,
mhm,
and I got glove liners so that I could put other gloves over them.
mhm.
Um, when you get heated gloves, just look for a pair that has the zone that like goes up around your fingers instead of just heating like the front of your hand, or like some of them will just heat like the back, but like on the front or the back of your palm, you need to make sure it heats up near where your fingers are. That's really all that's important, as long as it heats up by the fingers. So I got two cheap pairs. One I have at work, one I have at home. So now when I'm shoveling whatever, and if they get messed up, they were like I said, they weren't a lot of money. But then I have the nice pair that hopefully, which they oh my god, they were so small on me. Even though I measured my hands, they were like I could barely get these things on my hands. So the other ones better fit me.
If
I
the
wear them
glove
bigger.
does not fit, you must have quit.
Yeah,
That's too
yeah.
far.
One of my employees has a heated sweatshirt,
Mhm.
but his is from Milwaukee, the Tool brand. So the battery pack that's in it is like I think you could like swap it out for some of your tools and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's just a regular like hooded sweatshirt, but has heating zones in it. Dude, it's like $200 because I looked it up and I was like, oh, maybe I'll get one. I'm like, no, maybe 1 year, but not this year. Definitely not for $200. One of
How
these
do you
days.
wash that? Do you not wash that? Is
You
it
can
dry
still
clean
you
only?
can still no, you can still wash it. You take the battery pack out. I don't know if you have to like I don't know if there's a cap you put on where you plug the battery in or not. I'm not sure.
Mm.
I know for the gloves that the battery pack goes into a pocket that you zip up. So I
Mm.
would imagine if I wash those that I would just have to make sure the pocket's zipped.
Okay, so hold on. I got a heated blanket for my birthday.
Hmm.
Can you wash that? I actually haven't looked at that because I haven't actually used it really. I've used it as like like a giant heating pad so far,
You know,
but like I haven't actually used it as a blanket, so I don't.
I'm googling this because you know what? A heated blanket has an actual plug on it, whereas
Well, mine can be removed.
okay,
I
then I
can
would think you
remove my
could.
plug.
Because like for the gloves and the sweatshirt, you can remove the batteries. Um,
I'm gonna go look at the tag. I got the tag on it still, I think. I don't think I
yeah, this talks about hand washing. Who wants to hand wash a blanket?
Oh hell no! I don't wash I don't hand wash anything. Listen,
Okay, so this says that you can. You have to wash it in the on delicate cycle,
I do
and you have
that.
to unplug it and detach the cord.
Okay.
Yeah, it says as long as you put it on the delicate cycle,
Well,
cold or warm. Stop the rinse cycle after just 2 or 3 minutes and skip to the rinse setting because you want
what
a low speed spin setting.
the fuck? That sounds like an awful lot. I'm just gonna put it on delicate and let it run through, and we'll see what happens. I
At that
mean,
point, I
it'll
think
be
I'd pay the
fine.
money for the dry cleaner.
Shit, I'm just gonna run it through the delicate cycle and see what happens. If it ruins it, I'll just buy another one.
I
It'll be
say, actually,
fine.
at that
It's a
point,
heated
really,
blanket. They're not that expensive. It's not
yeah.
that big of a blanket. It's like a throw-sized blanket. They're not that expensive.
I'd say, really,
It'll
I
be,
would just spray that thing with Febreze and call it a day.
listen,
I'd be like, this is
I
too much work for me. I can't handle it.
I do a lot of things. Like, look, whenever something's like, oh, dry clean only or gentle or hand wash, I'm like, yeah. Listen, I deal with fabrics all day long and seams and things. I'm like, fuck it. Let's toss it in the washer. What's the worst that's gonna
Yeah,
happen? Honestly, the worst that's gonna happen is the fabric itself falls apart. In which case, fuck it. I don't need to be wearing it. God only knows what it's made from. Or the seams disintegrate and it pulls apart, and because they're not well made for whatever reason, it's not stitched together well. I got a sewing machine and I got 5 minutes. It'll be fine. Like either way, who cares? It's fine. So I'm gonna throw it in the wash. I'm gonna let you guys know what happens. It'll be
don't
fine.
put don't put it in the dryer. Or the thing said you could put it in the dryer, but like only for a few minutes. You have to hang it up to dry. Which that
You know
makes
what?
sense that you can't put that thing on high heat with electrical cords in it. It
I
might
mean,
melt
why
it.
not though? It gets hot on its own.
Like I would put on a low heat. I wouldn't put like full fledged dryer heat on that thing. I don't think that would be good for it. I think
That,
you have to do a low heat setting.
that's fine. I'll air dry it. I'll hang dry it. That's fine. I don't think it'll do anything, but I'll air dry it and we'll see what happens. It'll be like I'll put it by my dehumidifier to air dry the electrical equipment a little faster, maybe. Kind of like putting it in a giant bag of rice or something. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'd be really stupid to make a blanket that's not washable.
Especially in this day and age.
I say that like I haven't not bought blankets though, because I've actually come across blankets that are like dry clean only and stuff, and I've not bought them because of that reason.
If I were to look at a tag and see it said dry clean only, I would not buy it. But chances are I wouldn't even look at the tag to even know that it said dry clean only. I would just assume that I could put it in the washing machine.
There was a comforter that I looked at getting one time, and it was cheap. sheep fur and something else on the other side, and it was dry clean only. And I was like, who the hell is taking a king size comforter into the dry cleaner? It's like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? I didn't even want to take my wedding dress into the dry cleaners because that, you think I'm taking a comforter? No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. And I've seen a throw blanket. It was a real fur blanket that was spot clean only, not even dry clean,
Spot
spot
clean.
clean. And I was like, ooh, I feel like that's a really bad idea.
Yeah.
That's
That's the blanket that you just use for decoration. That just sits on the back of your couch and you can't actually use it.
yeah, pretty much, pretty much. And who the hell wants that?
Yeah, I was say I'm not about that life. Mm-mm.
And I grew up with a grandma that had a room that you weren't allowed to sit in. It was a it was a sitting room you weren't allowed to sit in, and
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that.
what's the point?
It was for reading and reading only. If you were reading, you could go in there and sit down, but you had to be reading. There was other areas for you to play, other rooms to play in and hang out in. That room is for reading only, hence sitting. It was the sitting room. Old people, man, old people and old customs. So I have to ask though, what does a cheap pair of heated gloves go for?
Oh, so the pair I got at Sam's Club was $30.
Oh, that's better than I thought.
Yeah, the nice pair I got was like $120, and
All right.
it's from a motorcycle company because I figured motorcycle company, those people, like, I bet you they know heated gloves and the pattern of how that heating goes. As I was like, okay, I really want to. I'm going to splurge. I'm going to get this pair. Um, I can tell you one thing that I like better about the nice pair
Hmm.
is when you put the battery pack in, it either can go on the top of your wrist or on the bottom of your wrist. On the cheap pair, it has to go on the bottom of your wrist. My wrists are like sore from where these things were like squished into my arms as I'm shoveling. It was kind of uncomfortable, which
Hmm.
is fine because, it was a couple hours while I was out shoveling. I'm not wearing these things all day, every day, but I was like, okay, this is kind of annoying. Um, but again, they were $30, so whatever. I'll put up with it.
Hmm.
And
That's
you
not
can
bad.
get there's a
That's
lot of
better than
different
I
ones.
thought.
I was getting stuff my work holiday party actually had it.
Hmm.
I was ordering from Sam's. I was getting the cupcakes, getting plates, chips, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, hey, look at this. And it was $30. Then because I bought the two, it might have been more, I don't know, but then because I bought two pairs, I think both pairs together were like, yeah, like 50 or $55. Because then I got money off of them, and I was like, okay, this is totally, totally worth it. So
Nice.
hopefully I still like the nice pair when I actually get the pair that fits me, I hope, for that much money. Otherwise I have to then go through the whole issue of returning them and hope they don't hassle me, and I want to deal with it and I want them. That's the thing, is I want them.
Hold on, Cougar man. There's heated socks, man.
Hell yeah, you can get heated almost everything.
I'm gonna have to look at some skiing companies like stuff because I listen. I didn't know you could buy heated socks and shit. Like
My feet would sweat to death if I had heated socks. It sounds like a nightmare to
my
me.
feet are always cold, always cold. My feet are always cold. Heated socks would be amazing
Hmm.
because I hate really thick socks. Even though they keep your feet warm, I hate wearing them because
Yeah.
then your shoes don't fit or they're like tight and ugh, it's the worst.
And
Mm.
for all the heated stuff, there's low, medium, high. So depending on what you're doing, where you're at, you could ramp the heat up, make it, So like I started off and I think I just had them on heat level 1. And I was like, I'll pump this bad boy up to 3. My hands are cold. Because I was worried that, oh my god, is it not going to last long enough? But it did, because like I said, I was just a few hours shoveling. It wasn't an all day thing.
Extra batteries, man. Carry extra batteries.
Hmm.
Always, always, it's a must. All right.
Yeah, you get heated jackets, sweatshirts, vests, all that type of stuff. One
All
of
right.
these days, I'll get a heated sweatshirt.
I need to grab a drink. I don't. I was thinking if there's anyone else in my house awake right now or paying attention to things. Damn chipmunks. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. Guys, watch Pink for me. Make sure she doesn't do anything. I don't know.
Things are about to get crazy now. Do you can tell that I'm adult, that here I am, and I was so excited for my shovel. I was excited for my heated gloves. I'm like, this is just pathetic. That this is like what I'm excited about. But let me tell you, this shovel that I have, if you have to shovel,
Go grab my drink.
highly recommend a sleigh shovel. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. I'm trying to save a photo of this thing. I'm telling you, it's the biggest shovel I've seen in my life. These stock photos, this dude is using it on his deck. Like, his deck did not have that much snow. This is a really dumb photo. But I can't, it won't let me, it wants me to save it as a stupid web thing, and then I can't share it with you, so hold on. I'm gonna send you the screenshot of this dude, this fake AI photo. So stupid. Okay. So this is a sleigh shovel. Okay. I'm assuming that's an average sized guy. Look how giant the shovel is. And he's on his deck. So there's no way he had this much snow on his deck. But you get the point of this whole shovel is that you don't pick it up. It has like a little rounded bottom. So you go and you scoop up all the snow and then you just like dump it. So you don't have to lift it up. But I was able to move a tremendous amount of snow with it. So thank God, because I was already out there for hours. I would have been insane if I didn't have my new shovel.
That's hilarious. Yeah, to show our age. You can get excited about things like that.
I know it is. It's pathetic. But
my grandma got excited showing me that Tylenol has a 12-hour pain reliever on the shelves now. She's like, you have to try this. What is that? Did anyone else hear that? Is that just me?
No, I heard it.
What was that? Was that you?
I don't know. It sounded like it came from you.
Was it from me?
Was it? I don't know.
I don't know what that was. I'm not touching anything because I'll probably break something. So we're gonna go with that. So we already discussed New Year's plans. New Year's resolutions. We're far enough into it. We can say pretty much whatever the fuck we want without getting into too much trouble. What's your New Year's resolution?
I don't know if I've ever made a New Year's resolution.
Shitting me? Wow. Good for you, man. Good for you. That just shows you're like confident in everything. Fuck it. Mistakes and all. That's amazing.
I'm not really sure if that's what it shows, but thank you.
Nah, as far as I'm concerned, because people are always like, I'm trying to change myself, and I normally don't do the whole I'm trying to be a better person, because that's just like a given. I feel that should be a given.
2.5 years ago, I decided to change my life, and I did, and I have lost a tremendous amount of weight. I normally don't talk about it just because it's kind of embarrassing, but whatever. We're here among friends. In the past 2.5 years, I've lost 175 pounds.
Oh, good for you.
And if you go back, even if you look at when I first joined the podcast to now, if you look at my face then versus my face now, like you could see the difference in me.
That's not easy to do either. That takes a bit of effort.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm changing my life. This is not just I have a goal, I'm meeting a goal. No, I've decided my whole life I have to change. I gotta get healthy now. Can't wait 10 more years. So I'm just gonna continue on that. But like I said, the big thing is it's not because this guy at my job, I know he's not on the internet. He's kind of annoying. He like will always comment like on things I'm eating, and he's like, but you're on a diet, and I'm like, no, I'm not at all. Like, you should just see what I ate today.
Mhm.
That's the whole thing is I'm changing my life. So there's going to be holidays. There's going to be days that I want to eat ice cream. You know, it was just eggnog season. Of course I had to drink eggnog and have an eggnog milkshake and right? This is just comes with living life.
Mhm.
I'm going on the cruise. You think I'm not going to stuff my face when I'm on the cruise? Of course I am.
Oh yeah.
The point is I'm not stuffing my face every day. I walk more than I used to. You know, I'm doing other things to make it so it's I can still enjoy my life, but I
Mhm.
can still get healthy.
Yeah.
So like I said,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep going with that. But it's not necessarily a New Year's resolution. That's just this is what I'm doing.
It's a good way to
Keep
do it
at it.
though. It's a good way
Yeah,
to go about it. I've always told people. I had a friend that's always dieting, always looking for the newest fad diet.
yeah,
And I'm telling her, you have to be happy with what you're doing. You have to have your what you would consider a cheat day every once in a while, or
yeah.
you're just going to be miserable and you're going to crash off of the diet. At least do what you want within moderation. But I mean, hell, I think everybody has a tip, secret, success, what works for me, what works.
You know, and that's
Everybody's
the
different.
key. Is everybody's different. You have to do what works for you. Because like Perry and I, different things work for us, and both of us are like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you doing that?" But we're doing the things that work for us.
Oh yeah, no.
And
When Dreadpool and
yeah,
I gave up soda together, I am still drinking soda now. I gave that up.
yeah,
He kept up with it though, but in when I was following through with it, I lost like 5 pounds in a few months.
mm,
It did not really affect my diet much at all. That guy lost weight like that, and it
yeah,
was very much noticeable. He lost like 20 pounds in a few months just from not drinking soda. Everybody's different.
yeah.
And guys are just, it's weird. They can do
I
a lot
know.
more. My
It's
grandmother used to get so mad at my grandfather for that. She'd put him on a diet and he'd be sneaking candy in the corner, still losing weight, and she's
yeah.
not. It's
Yes, I know. Yeah, they lose
a
it so much
women
easier.
problem. It's all women. Men lose it. We look at
But
things and we
see,
gain it.
but see, I can't live in a world with no dessert. No way.
No,
I have to have dessert. But but you know, I have to learn how to eat dessert like a normal person,
my
not like I
grandmother.
used to.
My grandmother's allergic to chocolate.
Well,
It
that's
is
horrible.
the worst thing ever. Oh, I know. What's funny enough though, her allergy isn't so bad she can't eat it at all. It just gives her headaches. So she'll sacrifice the headache every once in a while to have the
Yeah.
chocolate. Because and to make it, she's a diabetic to boot.
Yeah.
I think everyone's fine having cheat days. If a woman who's allergic to
Yes.
chocolate and a diabetic can enjoy the chocolate once in a while, I think we can have the cake.
Yeah.
I think everyone can have the cake.
Yeah.
It'll be
Sometimes you need some cake.
fine. My New Year's resolution is to not be the bigger person. I am not taking the high road. I'm going to hell.
You're channeling your inner 50 Cent.
I am channeling 50 this year. I am showing where all the bodies are buried. I'd make documentaries if I had the money backing it and if people actually cared about it. I'm burning it all down. It's going to be great. I have no fucks to give. Anyone that pisses me off is just going to deal with it. I'm not.
I
I'm
like
not
it.
being. Not be. I'm through being the bigger person. I've had enough. I've done it for long enough. Now
No,
Deadpool's actually safe. That's safe.
he's on the nice list. He's good.
He's good. He's good. He feeds me. That's a good way to stay on my good side. Make sure I have food.
Everyone else, watch out.
Yeah.
I love that that's your resolution. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I never really don't make them because I always tell people like, why? How can you improve on perfection? I'm amazing already. Like, why would I make a New Year's resolution to change? To what? So, but yeah, no, this year I've decided everybody can get a piece. I'm done. So many people have tried my patience, and I've been the bigger person for so long.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna burn bridges down, salt the ashes. It's gonna be great. And I'm
Nice.
not gonna regret it either.
See, so for your resolution, you're improving your mental health. I
Yep,
like it.
Yeah. 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 That's a perfect way to look at it. I
See?
didn't think of that. Yeah, no, I'm improving my mental health. Peace of
Milf
mind.
Milfman just said make sure to get her nachos. Pay attention, Dread. Keep the nachos flowing this year. You're on notice.
uh, yeah, oh yeah, he fed me, got me dinner earlier, so he's good. He's doing real well.
If any of you in the chat are people who make New Year's resolutions, good for you, great. But you don't have to wait till January 1st to make a resolution. At any point, if you decide that you want to change something in your life, you can.
That's true. That is true.
You know, you don't. And some people, it does help to kind of have it in your head that, boom, I'm going to put myself on a schedule and just kind of to set yourself a goal. And if that works for you, that's fine.
Yeah.
But that may not work for you. Again, you got to figure out whatever the hell it is that works for you. And that's what you should do.
Just remember, you don't always get it right away. There will be mistakes made along the way. It's
Hmm.
all right. Feeding Karen's best with me. I'll be tempted to film it. Absolutely, I'm gonna need proof. I'm gonna need proof. I live in a stand your ground state. I'm gonna need proof. I don't want to
We're
have to pay for a lawyer.
Dredge channels is going to be full of shorts of you telling Karens to fuck off.
Oh, yeah. Actually, believe it or not, it's kind of disappointing. I've only ever had, I think, like two incidents in the wild with Karens, and both of them were very tame compared to what I've seen online. Like, very, very tame. So I had one that I told her to go ahead and take her She forgot her garbage at the counter. Uh, she's just being mean to the kid working behind the counter at a fast food joint. And I was just being a smartass because I had nothing better to do and I was waiting for my food. And she was being a bitch. So after all was all said and done, I was like, "Hey, I'm sure you probably didn't notice or probably think about it because you're rude as hell and all, but lack manners and skill. But I'm gonna tactfully tell you, you left your garbage. You should probably pick that up. The garbage can's on your way out." Oh, she was pissed. I laughed. It was great. And then the other time, I had a woman tell me to fuck off. She didn't think I was funny, which I responded with, "I think I'm fucking hilarious." So,
What did you say to her that she didn't think was funny?
I told her she didn't have to be so rude to people that were working. I was like, they're literally here because they have to have money. And you're complaining to her like she's the CEO of the company who makes the rules and
Yeah.
policies. And she was like, "You're a fucking rude bitch. You're not funny." And I was like, "I think I'm fucking hilarious. I think I'm the funniest bitch walking in here. But we're all entitled to our wrong opinions. Yeah. I'm just the same asshole person that I am online. This is not an act. This is me. Do not be surprised if you see me in person."
See,
And
I feel like I've gotten nicer as I get older. Most people get meaner as they get older. I've definitely gotten nicer. Really, I think it's just because I just don't care. I'll just put up with something for now because then it's like, good, I mentally just wrote you off and like I'll never come back here and never do with you, whatever. But
mhm,
I have noticed I do. I get upset when I see people like messing with workers. And I try to stand up when I see people getting mistreated because that's just not it's not right. Like there's some lady at the grocery store was in front of me, and I didn't say anything when it was happening because she wasn't like horribly rude.
mhm,
But then she must have complained to the manager because the manager came over and then the manager was giving shit to the cashier.
mhm.
And I definitely said something to the manager to be like, whoa, here's what really happened. Like, I do admit the cashier did get a little snotty at the end, but it's like the lady provoked him. The
Mhm.
lady, she totally provoked him. And like, he put up with a lot before he ever like gave her a snarky comment. But like, you know, I try to stand up for him to be like, dude, leave him alone. He's just a minimum wage worker. Like,
I'm all for matching energies. I'm all for matching energies because I've been a firm believer in it myself, and it has gotten me into trouble at work in work situations because I will tell people like I will give you this same attitude you are handing to me. Not a fuck will be given on my end. Not the least. Fire me. I hope you do. I really, because yeah, that's usually which people usually take a double take because they think
Yeah.
about it. Like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Because not often do people say, "Go ahead and fire me. Go ahead, do it." I wish you would. Please do. I don't know why they want to talk shit until that point, but it's always entertaining when you look at somebody and go, "Get me fired. Please do." I wish you would. You have no. I will go home right now and collect unemployment for at least a week, man. Give me that vacation. Don't threaten me with a good time. Not gonna hurt my feelings. I mean, I don't have to get up and come to this shithole for a few days. Ah! Worst they're gonna do is write me up and send me home again.
Have you ever seen the show What Would You Do?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I like watching that show. We watch it, and a lot of times they film it like in New York, New Jersey. So
Mm.
there's a lot of outspoken people in a lot of those episodes. I would love to see you on that episode because like you would see this and you would just give so much shit, but it'd be entertaining. Like it wouldn't just be run of the mill of like, what are you doing? That's wrong. Don't talk to them like that. Like, yeah, you would be entertaining about it. I would love to see you get caught on that show.
Honestly, I would be terrified because oh my god, the shit that would probably come out of my mouth would just be un- depending on what happens and the mood I'm in. It could go from 0 to 100 in seconds, and it could be
That makes great
great.
TV.
But it may not be daytime airable.
True.
They might need to be like, we're gonna have to put this in the after hours release. Maybe put that in the 18 and up category. That's a
They,
lot of profanity from somebody.
I was gonna say they go to review it and they'd be like beep 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 you beep 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 stop beep 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 wrong beep 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 beep. Like okay, I guess we can't put this on TV.
I got an extensive vocabulary, but when I get mad, that vocabulary shortens real
Yeah.
small. Real small. I feel like you don't need a whole lot of words to convey your point and get it across. I've narrowed it down. Can I say? You guys going into stores to go hit on people. I mean, it's an interesting way to go about it.
I know. I'd like to know why he has to find the MILF at Walmart. Of all the places, why is that like where you're going MILF hunting?
I
I,
wouldn't go to Walmart. That seems like a bad idea.
yeah, not all Walmarts are created equal. And the one by our house is pretty horrible Walmart. I don't think there's really many MILFs there. I'm thinking you want to go to a, yeah, maybe the MILF from Target. I think you want to go to a better store to get a better quality MILF. Just saying. Just put it out there.
Walmart's a little. It's like the wild, wild west. It's like where everybody goes. God.
Steve Max already knows about the MILFs at Target.
Well,
I love it.
well then. Let's do fun.
Milkman's he's making a list right now. He's like, okay, great. Now I need to go. Where's their Target near me? You're in New York City. You gotta go like I don't know, go to like Saks Fifth Avenue or something. Like you gotta get the MILFs that have money. You gotta get the MILF who's divorced, who's getting the fat alimony check.
I'd say go to the Hamptons. It's your best bet. Is the Hamptons kind of close? People from New York always talking about going to the Hamptons, so I
I
imagine
think
it's like
I
five
think it
minutes
still
away.
takes. Oh no! I think it's like 2 to 3 hours away because you the
That
Hamptons is
ain't.
all the way at the end of Long Island. It's not.
Yeah, it's still ain't that far. Go to the Hamptons. I still say go to the Hamptons. You probably get a better shot of finding money there.
Yeah,
A pair of skis and just stand around and you can be like, oh, I twisted
you
my
go to the Hamptons in the
ankle.
summer. That's when you
I
go.
need help.
Party.
Well, whatever. Take your bathing suit. I twisted my ankle. I need help.
So when I dream about winning all this money in the lotto, I
Hmm.
like to look at different real estate. So like I look sometimes at like you can buy apartments in New York City that are like $43 million apartments and stuff, nicer than your house will ever be, and it's an apartment, man.
Yeah, I
Okay.
still don't understand the concept of owning an apartment. Isn't that a fucking condo? Like,
Yeah. Well,
isn't buying an apartment like isn't that just a fucking condo? What's
there
the
there
difference
are
between an apartment and a condo?
I don't know. I was going to say there's subtle differences between an apartment, a condo, a co-op.
Look that
Because
up
a
right now.
co-op it has to do with the ownership of the building, and maybe it is a condo. I don't know, but I look sometimes at like property at the Hamptons. I don't know I don't know how people have this much money, and like even like if you look at the going rates for Airbnb stuff out in the Hamptons, it's just absolutely insane. And these houses are like crazy. They're huge, and it's yeah. You need to win the $1 billion, over $1 billion in the lotto. Like you could be making $5 million a year, and you can't afford these houses. Like
Hmm.
that's not enough money. It's just crazy. And then you look at the taxes, and the taxes per year on these places are like you're paying like $80,000 in taxes, I think.
Hmm.
Are you looking up the difference between an apartment and a condo?
Yes, I need to
What is it?
know. Ownership. So buying you're buying a condo. It's a condo. They're
Okay, so a
condos.
condo and an
Why the
apartment are the
fuck are they calling them apartments? That's so ghetto.
maybe an apartment is like you rent,
Northerners are weird as hell. Y'all need Jesus.
right?
Really?
Maybe you don't buy an apartment. Maybe you rent an apartment, you own a
Yeah.
condo,
No, that's
and
literally that's what it says. The difference is ownership. An apartment is a rental unit in a complex owned by a single
okay,
landlord, while a condo is privately owned unit within a larger building where you own your space but share ownership of common areas. So
okay.
it's a condo. I don't know why they're not calling. We call them condos down here in Florida. We don't. People down in Florida don't say, "Oh, I'm buying an apartment." They're like, "No, I'm buying
And
a condo or I'm
maybe
buying a townhouse."
they may say in New York City you're buying a
Yeah,
condo. I don't know. I call them apartment because to me it's like in a big building and you go in the hallway and open the door. Like I think of apartments, but I don't have millions of dollars, so I don't. I don't know what people are really calling them.
it's a condo. They're just weird. No, it's a New York thing because I've heard more. I've heard a lot of people say like buying apartments, and it's like you don't if
Okay.
unless you're buying the
Okay.
whole building, you're not buying an apartment. You're buying a condo because yeah, it's a condo is it essentially is an apartment in a building
I just
that you do pay like fees for roof and what have you, structure and
oh,
shit, maintenance.
I just tried to search New York City condo and it auto corrected it and filled it in for me. So I totally just Googled New York City condoms. That's what Google thought I was trying to search. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Well.
Yeah, I was like, no, that's really because I saw the search results. I'm like, what the hell? Oh man. So here I found a good condo for sale. Okay,
Hmm.
this overlooks Central Park. It's an 8 bedroom, 9.5 bath, 11,535 square feet, which is insane to me. Like people don't have houses that big. Okay,
Hmm.
your HOA fees every month are $20,766. That's a month. So hold on.
That's wild.
Let me open the calculator. So 20,766 times 12. So that's just under $250,000 a year just in your HOA fees.
I know people that don't even pay that much in a
Okay.
year what they pay for in a month for HOA fees.
Yeah. And this is so
That's
oh my gosh, this occupies the 127th and 128th floors in Central Park Tower. It's the highest duplex residence in the world. So you have sweeping views of Central Park, the Manhattan skyline, and beyond. Okay. There's a reception hall. It opens into a dramatic 39-foot long gallery. Um, yeah, 14-foot ceilings.
Do we have? Can you? I want to see what this place looks like. At least the
Um,
building. Do you have
so
pictures?
yeah, so hold on. So this doesn't say. So maybe you don't do. Maybe you don't pay yearly tax. Do you pay taxes on this thing? It doesn't say how much taxes are because I don't think that's included. That's not in your HOA fee. So I don't
No,
know.
no,
There's
your
no. There's
taxes
no.
are included
Yeah.
in
There's no tax history on this. Okay. Guess how much this thing is selling for?
6.7 mil.
You're not even in the ballpark.
No,
$128 million. Okay, I would like to say that again. $128 million.
I mean, peasants. Of course, you consider that expensive.
And okay, these listings, dude, it's horrible AI. This is hold on, I gotta take screenshots of this. I'm trying to save these images, and it keeps wanting to save it so like a web file, so it doesn't show up properly.
Ugh,
So I have to screenshot these
I hate
things.
when
So
that
hold on.
happens.
Yeah, it's dumb. Okay.
Hmm.
So this is I don't even know what room this is. This is
Ooh, let's see.
it
Let's
doesn't even say what room this is. Look how horrible this like they staged it with AI. Look how dumb that looks though. Like this is obviously just like if I'm paying $128 million, that's the best you can do. That AI job is the best you could do to make me want to buy it.
Those pillows look fucking ridiculous.
Like that looks like crap.
Why did they karate chop the pillows? Why do they look
Yeah,
like X's though? That's weird.
but like that's like I said,
That's
that's
just an
just
ugly ass room, honestly. That's just a really ugly room.
it is, and it's just bad like bad AI. Like some of the AI looks normal.
But is that supposed to be a picture on the wall or the TV? Because either way, that is just really fucking ugly. That's a really bad place for that. Maybe
Okay,
it
hold
should.
on. So I'm trying to look because there's photos of like a pool, but I don't think that you get the pool. I think that's in the building. But for $128 million, I should have the pool to myself. You know what I mean? Like,
I better get my own pool, rooftop pool that I can swim naked in.
yeah, that's what I'm saying for $128 million.
That is just
I think
ugly.
because
That wall, those walls are just hideous. That whole thing is just ugly as hell.
and this pool actually
Why would anyone think that those floor tiles match the wall tiles, match the I don't window paneling? What the fuck is that? That is just and that chandelier looks like strands of Christmas lights.
yeah, it's gross. So there's two pools. There was an outdoor pool, which I'm thinking is the buildings. There's this pool, which may actually be in your space. I think there's a floor plan, but the floor plan's so tiny, I can't see if there's a pool on here. And I can't hold on. I can't zoom in on the floor plan. I'm trying.
And it's 4 foot 6 inches deep. Wow, that's pretty. I mean, at least the pool tile is better looking than the rest of the. But even still, what's with the wall tiles? What is with them? Were they high when they decorated?
I really don't see the
None of this
pool.
matches properly to
I
me.
really think the pool is part of the the building. I really don't think that the pool is for you. Which, like I said, for $128 million, I want a rooftop pool.
I can't express enough my feelings on. Just because it's in the same color family doesn't mean it matches. Oh my god. None of this matches. Like it just that would piss me off. And why are the wall tiles? Some of them the lines are up and down and then some of them are sideways. The fuck is that?
Yeah, you got that like band down the middle.
And then we've got like fake wood tile flooring. Like, what the fuck is going on? Were they high? Somebody, you know what? I feel like interior decorators and designers just screw with rich people because a lot of that stuff's just ugly as hell. And this just proves it. Like, I would not pay that much money for this because I would move in and just start gutting things. There's no way. No way.
Well, this whole thing is so gaudy. So here's the outdoor pool. Hold on, let me turn this pool off.
Here's
Here
the
is
one looks better.
oh hold on, what did I just do? Hold on.
It's same ugly fucking flooring too.
Here's the outdoor pool. But again, why is it so narrow?
Because rich people only swim laps.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
They don't
But
have kids. They farm them out until they're older.
but again, $128 million. I mean, that's like
Maybe they have a no children policy.
and like
I
okay,
don't know
here.
that view of that other building. That is hideous.
Okay, so here's what I've always wanted to know. Let's say you do have a rooftop pool. That totally though means that the people in the other buildings potentially could look at you at your pool, right?
I wouldn't even care about that. That yellow building, that smack dab in front of the pool right there, that building is hideous. I would not want to look at that all the time because that's not going to get any better looking over the next few years.
No. So here, so look, ugh, look at this. You went about having to redo rooms.
Reminds me of like Judge Dredd. You got your nice buildings right next to your falling down structures.
Look how just like
That looks
devoid of life this is. Ugh. And again, this is, I mean, look at these little stools on the left. I mean, this totally is just AI furniture. This furniture is not really there. But like, you AI it, and this is the best you can do. This looks like crap. But is this really what rich people want to move into? Like, this does not make me.
I'm telling you, designers are screwing with these people because
Yeah.
there's no way. There's absolutely no way. This is hideous. It is so fucking ugly. And again, with the flooring going different, what the hell is with these people? Do they not hire people that know how to lay flooring and tiling properly? Like, what is
And
this?
you know what's fascinating? I gotta scroll through these photos again. I don't think there's a photo of the kitchen. I guess if you have that much money, you're not cooking anything. But
It's
don't you want to make
probably
sure that your chef has a good kitchen to make you some food in?
it's probably one of those stupid like hide kitchens where everything's like underneath and behind cupboards and countertops and shit. I those have become real popular, and I think it's stupid, but I mean,
Yeah, there is not a
yes,
photo of a kitchen.
maybe if you're worried about someone stealing your oven, you'll put it in a counter or something. I don't know. It reminds me of something from like a fantasy novel. Like, oh, where do you eat? I don't see a kitchen in here. Aha, mortal, but look, I say these magic words, and the oven appears. I say a few more words, and the sink appears.
Yeah, cause okay, I wonder if I save the this floor plan. Can I zoom in because I don't even see in the floor plan something that looks like a kitchen.
Maybe it's on a different floor. They're so rich they don't want to smell food cooking. They just want it to show up.
Yeah, this is bizarre.
Like I said, this is hideous. Those light fixtures are just in. Oh God, they're hideous. They're ugly. I got nothing. I can't even say anything nice about it. What kind of bulb does that thing take?
Okay, hold on. I'm pulling up. All right. So that was I had just looked at. That was like realtor.com or something. So now I'm on the actual website for the realtor. I wonder if I can. No, these floor plans are still. Oh, I can zoom in on this one. Oh, but you zoom in and now it's all blurry. But the dressing room is probably bigger than my whole freaking house on this, quite honestly. This floor is all bedrooms. Let's zoom
Maybe
in on
the
this thing.
kitchen's like a closet outside.
Oh, okay, I found the kitchen. Okay, this is
Oh,
actually a small. Okay, okay,
so
hold
many
on.
people do eat.
Like I said, I understand that you might not be cooking, but don't you want your chef to like be able to, cook you everything delicious?
You would think.
Okay, hold on. Hold please. Let me. This is. Wait till you see this. Okay, so here, even though I know you can't see the details on this, okay,
Oh,
okay, but this is one floor of the apartment.
uh-huh.
Okay, on the very bottom right, you see the dining room table.
Okay.
Okay, to the left of that is that gray thing, which I don't know what the gray thing is. To the left of the gray thing, that's the kitchen. Look how small that kitchen is. I mean, the kitchen's smaller than the dining room. I mean,
You're
that's
not
like
cooking for that dining room full of people. And that
that's
there's no way that dining room could get full and you'd be able to cook for those people in that kitchen. That kitchen's way too small to cook for that amount of people. You could
right. Like
barely cook for
that's
4 people in that kitchen. I think my kitchen might be bigger. My kitchen's not that big.
and it has a wine fridge. It's got okay. So and it looks like it has two dishwashers. What do you need two dishwashers for? That miniature kitchen. The
Has
fridge. It's got two fridges, but that's like right. So at the bottom, you can see like the kitchen, the island in the kitchen. Just
mm,
to the top of the island, against like kind of on the other side of the hallway. That's where your fridge and freezer are. Yeah, your dining room seats 20 people, and your kitchen can fit like 3 people in it, and they're running into each other.
well, I can tell you right now, whoever is buying this condo's poor because they have a wine fridge instead of a wine cellar. Peasants. I would never, never, I tell you.
There's like $128 million.
Dude, I'm
Just that
telling you,
is
that is ugly as shit for that. That is just, man, I'm going to become an interior designer just so I can screw with these rich people at this point. They just like ugly shit. I feel like dealing with that one family member. She likes a lot of ugly things too. Super easy.
here's a condo, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 473 square feet, overlooks Central Park. Guess how much a 473 square foot condo is?
I, uh, I don't even want to guess. I know I'm going to be
Oh
wrong.
God, $575,000.
Oh my god, that's that's nuts. That's
A built-in dishwasher adds everyday convenience, making this a true sanctuary in the city. Who writes this crap?
assholes, pretentious assholes.
Wow.
I
Which
don't know.
this is probably like if you're single and you live down there, this probably is like a great place to be location wise. But no, no, thank you. Okay, this is dated too. This is really dated. This is what I like to do. I like to dream sometimes about like if I had all these millions of dollars, what would I do? And I like to go look at $128 million condos and how ridiculous they are. Oh, see, this one's so much better. This one's only 29 million. It's a
Mhm.
paltry 3 bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,000 square feet, which if with a 5,100 square foot loft, but you actually have outdoor space. You have like two levels of outdoor space on this.
I just want to go on the record and state that you can get a condo waterfront in St. Pete in Florida for, and it's a luxury condo at that, 252.
I know, but then you can deal with hurricanes.
Yeah, but I feel like you can afford them at that price.
True, you can.
I mean, you could have to take out the building and afford to buy a whole new
Um,
building, and you'd be fine. I mean, geez, oh Pete, I thought it was sad down here with some of the prices of places going up to like 250,000 and oh my god, billions. I don't. Yeah, I think I know. I'm good. I'm visiting New York. Even I feel like I don't even want to go there. I feel like I don't. I don't need to see it. It's fine. I feel like it's too expensive to visit. I go
it's
to
fun.
California.
It's fun. I, when you're young, you think, oh, wouldn't it be fun to live in New York City? And then, as you get older, you're like, oh, this would be a nightmare. If I had that much money, though, it probably would be fun to live in New York City because everything is at your fingertips. But you don't have to deal with all the people, right? Because if I had a $128 million, 11,000 square foot condo, I have everything I want in my condo. But then when I want to, like, sometimes deal with the people, but then when I do want to go out, I have enough money that, like, I'm getting reservations at the restaurant that I want. Or if I want to go to a show or something, I don't know, I'm buying tickets to something, like, I'm getting courtside tickets to the Knicks game or whatever, right? If I have that much money, I'm getting special treatment.
Hmm.
Right? You're not living the GTA life when you have that much money. That's what I'm saying. You want to live there when you have hundreds of millions of dollars. It's probably pretty damn amazing.
I'm sure just about anywhere can be amazing when you've
Yeah.
got more money than you know what to do
That you could
with.
never spend.
I mean, yeah, when you've got that kind of money, honestly, I'd probably still rather be in Florida anyway, just because there'd be more things for me that would fascinate me down here. New York would probably be like a vacation. Go see museums, maybe go see something off of Broadway.
Mhm.
Mm, at least maybe one, just one show. I'm not going to hold my breath. There's a lot of Broadway shows I'm not interested in. A lot of off Broadway shows I might be interested in seeing though. But yeah, no, cocaine filled rats. That I would be interested in seeing. But where do I go to see those in a safe environment?
Cocaine rats, you go to Louisiana, you go to New Orleans.
No, you guys had them too. I thought. I thought New York was dealing
Probably.
with
We have
drug
pizza
rats,
rats.
or what? No, they were pot rats, weren't they? You guys had pot rats. They were eating weed. They were getting stoned. I think. I'm pretty sure New York had that problem for a little bit. I am interested to know what's going on with the drug rat problem. That could be interesting.
If I had money for that lifestyle, MILF man, I would just, like, yeah, let me tell you, I would do it up big. Although, okay, so I have big dreams, right? I'm gonna win my here's my ultimate dream in life. I want a guy, right? I don't want to deal with anything. So, like, the faucet's gonna drip. I'm gonna call the guy. I don't care. He doesn't have to fix it. Maybe he calls a plumber. The point is I am not going to do anything. I'm gonna call the guy and be like, something's wrong with the faucet. He's gonna figure it out, right? It's gonna snow. I'm gonna be like, guy, I want to leave the house. You gotta make sure everything's clear. He's gonna arrange to have the snow removed. He may not do it, but he's gonna arrange for it. I just don't want to have to handle things. I want a guy, then I'm going to tell him and he's going to handle it. That's my overall dream in life.
I like that. That's not a bad. That's not a
Hmm.
bad idea. That's actually a really good goal to have.
Yeah, because I just want to hang out.
Yeah, I like the idea of calling somebody, one person in particular, just fix all the problems.
Like I said, because I'll have the money. See, this is why I need a lot of money to fund this lifestyle, though, right? This is not like the $1 million lifestyle here. Like, this is, I gotta have tons of money for this.
Hmm.
I'll pay a plumber, I'll pay a landscape. That's not an issue. I'll have the money, but I don't want to coordinate it. I don't want to put the effort in. So that's why I'm going to pay the guy,
That makes sense.
and then the guy will have. I don't know how these things work. I'll have to figure out whether he has a card, whatever he has. He'll pay the plumber, right? So it's gonna. I just gotta win the lottery. That's all.
No, no, I. That's not a bad idea. Not really. Nah, no, it's a good idea actually. It is a really good idea. Just hire a guy to do things. Basically, a personal assistant is what it is.
Yeah, I guess.
Essentially, a personal assistant. Yeah. Nah, yeah, I'd hire a personal
Just
assistant.
I'm tired of responsibilities. It's really, I'm tired of responsibilities. I just don't
Yeah,
want to
it's
have
a
to deal with
personal
things.
assistant. I can't think of any other. It's a personal assistant. Personal assistants pretty much do everything for you, so you don't have to so much as they even like fill out your checks to pay the bills, and you just sign them off
Yeah.
type thing.
It'd
So
be a
yeah,
plush job though, because most of the time I don't like. I won't really need a lot of things because I'm just gonna be sitting at home. I'm gonna order my own stuff off Amazon, right? I can order pizza, but
they'll bring them in for
said
you
when
though.
things go wrong, I just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea to have a personal assistant. Answer the phones, deal with spam phone calls. Yeah, no, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. I don't want to answer my
Yeah,
phone. I'm tired of answering the phone. I've been doing it for a long time.
yeah.
I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore.
See, I'm one easy step away. Win the lotto.
I like your idea. I like your idea a
I
lot.
bought tickets when it was over $1 billion. I bought tickets. My one ticket. I got four. I got $4 upstairs. I got to go turn in. I had Perry buy it too. I'm like, Perry, you're the lucky one. You go buy. You go win me a lotto. He
Oh,
didn't win either. We tried.
that's funny.
So now we won't play again until it gets like super high. Yeah.
All you can do is try. Try, try, try.
Gotta grow that pink pickles money.
Yeah. Somebody's got to have that pink pickles money.
Oh,
I was thinking about it the other day. I haven't played a video game in so long. I need to play a video. That's going to be the next thing I do in the next few days. Maybe I'll do that for New Year's. I'll play a video game that I haven't played.
do you have anything in mind, or are you just gonna
Let's replay something. We were talking about it
anything?
the other day, and I don't think I've played a video game in like almost 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
Just
Yeah.
about give or take a little bit. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Yeah, because I had the Halloween trail, and then Halloween, and
Yeah.
then my sister's wedding, and Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and yeah, I haven't done anything.
Busy.
It's
Yeah.
pretty sad. Pretty sad on my part.
I got a watermelon analog 3D for Christmas, so I can
Ooh,
play N64 games.
nice.
So probably this week I'll play it because I got to get Perry to update it, and I'm supposed to clean my desk off. I didn't, so I'll probably just plug it in temporarily until I rearrange the whole desk. But so that's what I'll probably this week play that. I'm excited. I'm gonna play some Mario 64, some Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
it's gonna
me
be
some
good.
Mario 64. I haven't played that game. That used to be one of my
Yeah,
favorites. It still is my favorite. I love that game. It's a me, Mario. Yeah, I recognize that one.
yeah.
Da, 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 da.
I
Yeah,
just
but I have to do it.
remember as a kid, we didn't have the internet and how many stars we got, and like we spent hours just like you shoot yourself out of the cannon in different directions to try to look for things to be like, oh my god, there's something over there. Now I know where I have to go. And yeah,
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I remember those games. Oh, favorites.
yep,
Oh yeah, now I'm gonna have to play some video games.
yeah,
All right, well that's it. It's getting late anyway. We've been up for an
yes.
hour and a half. My.
Well, happy New Year's. I hope your resolution of channeling your inner 50 goes well.
I think it's gonna go great for me.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna go great for me. I don't know about
that's all that
anybody else.
matters.
But
Who
my
cares?
family will be just fine. So I think
Yeah.
it'll be great. It'll be great. Mental health. That's my focus this year. Mental health.
Yeah. But who cares? Everyone else can make their own resolutions and figure out their own life. As long
Yeah,
as you
maybe
and your
they shouldn't
family are
piss me
good,
off.
that's what's important.
Yeah, maybe they shouldn't piss me off and they'll be just fine.
Exactly. Go and learn their lesson.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, guys. Well, with all
Oh,
that,
one quick second before we leave.
yeah.
I want to give a shout out because I don't know if he's going to end up watching the stream or not. I want to give a shout out to Sir X Man. If you do watch the replay, thank you. We love you. We miss you. We hope you're back soon. So I'm giving you a shout out because he's been watching some podcasts, but I don't know. He's not quite up to date with everything. So, like I said, I just want to give him a special shout out.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a happy new
Yeah.
year. So,
Yes, hello, sir.
yes.
But with all that being said, everybody, I recommend for New Year's not adding not adding to the population, not subtracting from the population. If you're gonna get arrested, I recommend finding and making friends with the biggest person in there. And I feel like that's it. Oh no, don't drink and drive. Like there's so many ways to get home,
Yeah.
so don't do
And
that.
plan out your way home before you go out. Don't wait until you're already, drunk to try to figure it out.
Yeah, and
Have a plan ahead of time. Be safe.
send out your text messages before you get drunk.
Yeah.
Just a small word of advice. Send them out way before you start drinking. Maybe lock your phone somewhere afterwards. Save yourself the drama. But whatever. Whatever, do you? If you're gonna make a fool of yourself, at least record it so the rest of us can see it.
Yeah, we need something good to watch.
Like a good entertainment. But with all those being said, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go play some video games.
Have
Yeah,
fun.
I'm gonna go play some video games. So happy New Year. I hope everybody's Christmas went well, and we'll see you. I think we'll see you next week. Yeah, we'll go with that for now.
See how much fun we have on New Year's.
I suppose that would depend on what happens. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to see. But I'm Death Dealer.
I'm Pink Pickles.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.